Welcome back to Top 10 Tuesdays, everyone. Derek here, bringing you another list. This week we're all doing Shriek Show. If y'all are not familiar with Shriek Show, it was a company that was a sub-label of Media Blasters. And it folded. Same with Tokyo Shock. Tokyo Shock was another company that Media Blasters owned. A lot of hit and miss titles from Shriek Show, especially with their newer titles that they release, like newer films. But there were some gems in there also. If some of them I blind bought, some I bought off reviews, so I wanted to see how they were, and I enjoyed them. I don't own a lot of Shriek Show because some of it's really hard to find now because they're just out of print. You can find them, like, if you find them in the wild, pick them up, because some of them are like Hitcher in the Dark is one I always wanted to see, but I can't find that title anywhere. It's wicked, like, out of print. So if I ever find them in the wild, even if it's like $15, I'll probably 15 or 20. I'll still pick it up. I don't care if it's used or not, because I just want to see that film, because it's one of the only Umberto Lenzi films I haven't seen. But let's get into the list of I made up of the ones I do own. I own a few. The ones I do own, I did enjoy, so I hope you enjoy this list. Alright, number 10. It's actually one I just watched recently. I picked it up. I actually did a review on this film. I won't get too much into it. If you want to see how I feel about this film, check out the review. Zombie 4 After Death, Claudia Fagazzo. Cheese fest right here, guys. They actually, this was released by Shriek Show twice, in a solo edition and a double pack. So with a triple pack actually, with Zombie 3 and 5. So if you find that edition, pick it up. It's probably still decent priced. Zombie 4 number 10. Number 9 we got Amok Train. This was also released under the title Beyond the Door 3. It has no relation to the original Beyond the Door. It's just it's one of those Italian in-name only sequels. Awesome story about this crazy cult chasing these kids, and this train becomes possessed and kills the kids one by one. Pretty sweet kill scenes in this one. I highly enjoyed it. I recommend it if you like Italian films. That's the good thing about Shriek Show. They release like these obscure Italian films a lot of companies don't put out. Blue Underground's a great company, but these ones are a little more obscure than the ones they put out. So Amok Train at number 9. Number 8, another Italian film. Actually, from my one of my favorite directors too, Umberto Lenzi's Black Demons. People get this one mixed up with Demons, the Demons films, the Lamberto Bava ones, because it has a similar title, but they're not connected at all. This one's more like a voodoo zombie film. Some great kill scenes in this one. I highly recommend it. Black Demons at number 8. Number 7. I picked this one up after I saw a review on it. I wanted to check it out. It looked like a fun one. Bloodsuckers from Outer Space. This film is hilarious. Campy as hell. I love how you check out the back cover. It's like a comic book. Really good stuff. It has a documentary and a commentary track. A fun film if you like your cheese fest. Highly recommend Bloodsuckers from Outer Space. I think this is still available, so you can pick it up I actually think what's that company called? Whacked Movies actually has a copy. I got the Shriek Show edition because I just liked how it was like a comic book style case and all that. So I highly recommend you pick up the Shriek Show edition of Bloodsuckers from Outer Space. That's at number 7. Number 6, we got, this is one of their newer films. I saw a review on this and it sold me, so I picked it up. And that is Bio Slime. It's like a blob type film. It's like a contained horror film. It's like this organism stuck in this apartment complex. It's taken over. And the cool thing about it is when you get taken over by it, you become part of this black, like, blob creature. It's very weird and very melodic. It's the hero's like a drunk, so he's funny because it's the day he quit drinking, and you find out that this thing's allergic to alcohol, so he has to get wicked, like, wasted to fight it because alcohol, it doesn't attract it for some weird reason. Bio Slime at number 6. Number 5, another newer film, and this one's from the maestro of gore himself, The Uh-Oh Show from Herschel Gordon Lewis. I had a lot of fun with this film. It's like a game show, and if you like get one of the wheels and you lose your body part, it's funny. It has like a twist in the end and stuff. It's just fun. Herschel Gordon Lewis, like Blood Feast Part 2, which I didn't really care for. It was kind of like a remake of the first one. This is a good step forward to him. I highly recommend The Uh-Oh Show. Awesome film. Number 4. Another film that I never saw and I wanted to check it out because it was from another one of my favorite directors. And that's Lamberto Bava's Delirium. This is like a giallo type film. It has like a different feel to it though. It's like, it has a melodic, like, not like a melodic, it has like a funky score to it at the beginning, like the film credits. And the thing I like about this one is when you see from the killer's perspective, he doesn't see the normal victim, like how they look to us. Like there's one scene in particular where the girl's head is like a giant eyeball, which like that's supposed to represent. And yeah, and there's another scene where he sees the girl, she has a bee head. So we get to see through the eyes of the killer and what he sees. And it was really interesting how Lamberto Bava did that. And there's a lot of color schemes in this film. The ending, I think, is kind of like a cop-out in my opinion, but I still enjoyed it because after you see giallos, you see them all. This is a later giallo. I enjoyed it. It's a fun film. That's at number 5, Delirium. Chicken, that's kind of hot. Wicked hot in that film. That was at number 4, my bad. I can never count when I do these. Number 3, I was so stoked when I picked this up. Ruggero Deodato's Jungle Holocaust. Yeah, this is awesome. You know what I liked about it? It came with like all these, I can't show you because it's new. It came with like these cards from the film and stuff, like little postcards. That was pretty cool addition. And yeah, this is like Ruggero Deodato's first cannibal flick before he did Cannibal Holocaust. I highly enjoyed it. It was a great story. What's the guy's name in it? Massimo something. Ivan Rossimo, that's his name. Excellent actor in this. Highly recommend Jungle Holocaust. It was a blast. I had fun with it. That's at number 3. Number 2. What do you think it's gonna be? Zombie Flesh Eaters 2, aka Zombie 3, The Cheese Fest by Lucio Fulci, Bruno Mattei, and Claudio Fagazzo, all in one. I just love this movie. I know, like I said before, it's a hit and miss crowd with this film. I highly enjoyed it. I do recommend Zombie 3. If you just want to have a good time, same with Zombie 4, but I actually like Zombie 3 a lot better than Zombie 4. It's a lot of fun. I recommend it. That's why it's at my number 2 spot. And that cover is awesome. Zombie 3, aka Zombie 2, at number 2. And then number 1, the most hard to get Shriek Show. Well, one of them. I know Code Red's putting this out, but I probably won't pick that up because I was happy when I found this on DVD. Because it's a film I always wanted to see. It's a Ruggero Deodato film again, and it stars David Hess from Last House on the Left and Hitchhike and Swamp Thing. And I always wanted to see it, and when I did, it blew me away. I actually like it better than Last House on the Left because it's a lot more sleazier, if you know what I mean. I just like the story and how it plays out. It's kind of cheesy, but the other thing that makes this movie awesome is the score by Reza Ortolani. His score is badass. He always does a great job with his scores, like with Cannibal Holocaust and Day of Anger, which I reviewed. And that film is at number 1, House at the End of the Park. Awesome film. Love the cover. Glad to have this in the collection. If you ever see this in the wild, pick it up. Wicked awesome. That's a number 1. Alright guys, that's my list for my Shriek shows for Top 10 Tuesdays. Make sure you check out all the other cats out. Mood 616, Double Shot J, Zach, Movie Guy 666, Matt, You and Your Horror Movies, Kyle, The Horrorphile, W Doubles, Retro Slasher, and T-Del86. I believe that's Terry's name. Check him out. They're all in my peep section, so check that out. And I hope to hear you guys and see you next Tuesday. Peace out.